Mrs. Tiffany, we have some important news to share with you today.
Yes, but first, let's have Miss Devine's class lead us in the pledge.
Wait! Happy You Know Your Best Friend Day!
Okay, now I know that's not a real thing.
Sure! Let's just go to the pledge.
Hello, my name is Katie, and this is Ms. Devine's PBL to lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand, put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Devine's class. That was great.
We have some big news today. Today's our first yearbook raffle. Today's prize is a homework pass.
So if you bought a yearbook, you have a chance to win.
Okay, here's our raffle box.
Ooh!
Let's see who's our winner.
Who's it gonna be? This one. Wrong way. It's Jaden Kendall. Congratulations, Jaden. You just won a homework pass. Head on over to Andy at any time today to get your prize.
Also, because Andy is so nice and great, he extended the deadline to buy your yearbook.
You now have until March 3rd to get a yearbook. So if you need a form, head on over to the Makerspace ASAP.
Also, you can buy a yearbook online at alawosh.com.
Yes, thank you. Yet again, we had a busy week in the world.
We definitely did.
So let's head on over to Anna and Janelli with the news of the day.
Thanks a lot, Nicholas. There's indeed some big news over the past week.
Lady Gaga just delivered her Super Bowl halftime performance. After opening with a patriotic medley, she flew from the ceiling to perform Poker Face on top of a giant tower.
There were fireworks, drones, and just to reiterate, a flying Lady Gaga.
This land was made for you and me. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In a news conference held before the game, Gaga was asked if her performance would help unify the country.
She replied, "You'll have to ask America when it's over."
In my opinion, her performance was amazing. Elsewhere, in the world, America's closest ally delivered a serious blow-up against Donald Trump.
Trump is expected to visit Great Britain in the coming months, and the Speaker of the House of Commons said that he will not invite the president to speak before Parliament.
That's right. Let's take a look at what the Speaker said.
I would not wish to issue an invitation to President Trump to speak in the Royal Gallery. And I conclude by saying to the honourable gentleman this. We value our relationship with the United States. If a state visit takes place, that is way beyond and above the pay grade of the Speaker. However, as far as this place is concerned, I feel very strongly that our opposition to racism and to sexism and our support for equality before the law and an independent judiciary are hugely important considerations in the House of Commons.
Wow, looks like Trump isn't making any friends overseas. Anyway, I am Anna.
And I'm Janelli. Let's now head over to Alex for the Alla Sports Minute.
Welcome to the Alla Sports Minute. To start off, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Yeah! The Patriots beat the Falcons in overtime. Let's watch some highlights of the awesome game.
Never had a 100-yard game in the NFL. Here is Coleman, end zone, touchdown. Good job not giving up big plays. Now they'll throw. Pass is caught. That's White. Touchdown. Brady, end zone, touchdown. Handoff, touchdown. Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Also, there is some talk that Tom Brady might retire. In the NBA, the Lakers beat the Knicks and lost to Detroit. For the Clippers, they did poorly in 2 games between Boston and Toronto. Also, they beat the Knicks. In the NHL, the Ducks were slapped down by New York Rangers. It was not a pretty game. Last week in college basketball, Cal beat both Colorado and Utah in overtime. And also, both USC and UCLA swept the Washington schools. Well, that's all I have for you today. Now let's head on over to the Alla News Studio.
Well, I wonder if we are going to have a slow news week anytime soon.
I have no idea, but I do know that we have a special international spotlight this week. So let's see what Andy has for us today.
Hello, our wolves. On this cool February day, I think it is time that we head on down to the warmth of the Caribbean, to the island of Hispaniola. La Hispaniola, or La Española in Spanish, is one of the many islands in the Caribbean Sea. The bigger islands are called the Greater Antilles, and the teeny tiny islands are the Lesser Antilles. As you can see, Hispaniola is one of the Greater Antilles because it's so great. It is the second largest of all the islands in the Caribbean. As a matter of fact, it's the 22nd largest island in the whole world. The other Greater Antilles islands include Cuba, which is the biggest, and then Jamaica and Puerto Rico, which are both smaller. La Hispaniola is actually split up between 2 different countries, the larger Spanish-speaking Dominican Republic on the east side of the island, and the smaller French and Creole-speaking Haiti on the west side. Other countries nearby include the Turks and Caicos Islands, which are part of the United Kingdom, and the Bahamas to the north. Cuba and Jamaica lie to the west, and Puerto Rico, which is part of the United States, is to the east. Originally, the island was inhabited by the Taino people, who named the island Haiti, which is where the modern-day country's name comes from. And it was the Taino people that Christopher Columbus first encountered in 1492. Because Hispaniola was where Columbus first landed, it was the very first, and I mean very first, place to ever have a European colony in the Americas. Eventually, both France and Spain established colonies on the island named after Saint Dominic. That's Saint-Domingue in French and Santo Domingo in Spanish. The French Saint-Domingue colony was the second country in all of the Americas, after the USA, to declare independence in 1804. The new country took the old Taino word for the island as a name, Haiti. In 1821, Spain's Santo Domingo colony became independent, proclaiming it themselves as the Republic of Spanish Haiti. The republic didn't last long, however, as French Haiti invaded what is now the Dominican Republic and unified the island under their rule. Because Haiti, at the time, was much richer than the rest of the island, many Dominicans were actually in favor of a united island, but when it became clear that the French Haitians were abusing the Spanish Dominicans, the island split up, and it has been that way ever since. Today, the island is home to the Republic of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Now, I'm pretty sure that we know someone that is going to the Dominican Republic soon. Mrs. Chavez, aren't you going there?
Why, I am. My husband and I are joining the Peace Corps, so we'll actually be leaving very soon to go there for 2.5 years.
Wow. So what town are you going to be living in?
We'll start out in this town of Pantoja, which is only a couple miles away from the capital, Santo Domingo. But we really don't know where we'll end up. Part of our training will be in a very rural village where we'll learn how to live like the Dominicans do. And then we'll find out our official placement in 3 months and know where we'll be for the full 2 years.
That's really cool. So you're joining the Peace Corps. What actually is that?
Well, the Peace Corps is a volunteer program started in 1961 by President John F. Kennedy. And it's a program that's mission is to serve people in underdeveloped countries with the goal of helping them learn about American culture, but also teaching Americans about cultures around the world. And there are various sectors that help in various volunteer programs. So there's education, business, there's a health sector, agriculture sector, as well as environment.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Do you know anything about where you're going to be that you'd like to share?
Well, I know it's going to be very hot and humid, kind of like summer year-round with periods of rain. And I know I'm going to have to work on my Spanish, for sure. And that I'll have to get used to not having a lot of electricity all the time, and maybe even know running water, and how to practice how to be safe and really get to know how the Dominicans live. And it's really going to be a learning experience for me. And as I learn, I hope everyone else can learn alongside with me by following my blog, which will be www.danielandkarina.com. So please follow us and learn all about the Dominican way, as we do too.
Thank you, Mrs. Chavez.
You're so welcome.
I'm pretty sure everyone at ALA is going to miss you as you head on down to the Dominican Republic. Well, today, Hispaniola is home to over 21 million people, and each country has around 10 million each. Even though Haiti was once a rich country, it has been hit by many horrible disasters and is now one of the poorest in the world. The Dominican Republic is a bit better, but it still has problems with poverty. In honor of Hispaniola, here is a song from the mysterious voodoo religion that is a mix between African and native Taino religion that is practiced in both Haiti and the Dominican Republic.
J'étais de l'eau, oui, dans la cour, hey, oh. Allez, bas dans la cour, hey. Rassemblez, oui, dans la cour, hey, oh. Allez, bas dans la cour, hey. Papa, les bas, campé dans barrière, hey, allez, bas dans barrière, hey. Parrain, les bas, campé dans barrière, hey, allez, bas dans barrière, hey. Saloué, oui, dans la cour, hey, oh. Allez, bas dans barrière, hey. C'est pour nous prier, oui, dans la cour, hey, oh. Allez, bas dans barrière, hey. Atibon, les bas, campé dans barrière, hey, allez, bas dans barrière, hey.
Wow, I'm going to miss Mrs. Chavez.
Me too. I'm sure she is going to have a great time in the Dominican Republic.
Let's now add the island of Hispaniola to the big board.
Well, now we have the Dominican Republic and Haiti on the big board.
We sure do. How great is it that Mrs. Chavez is going to help people out in the Caribbean?
Pretty great. Anyways, let's go to Miss Garcia with our weekly update.
Thank you, students. That was a wonderful tribute to the Dominican Republic and to Mrs. Chavez. She will certainly be missed here at ALA by all of our staff and students. I have a couple of reminders for you. The first one is that there's no school on Monday. You have Monday off for the first of our President's Day holidays. This Monday and next Monday will be no school, so go ahead and enjoy an extra day. I also wanted to remind you that our pancake breakfast date has moved. It will no longer be in February. It's going to be in March. So it's going to be on March 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day. It's a Friday, which is a non-student day. So we're going to be selling the tickets. You and your parents can purchase the tickets and come and have breakfast between 8 and 10, and your teachers will be here, part of the staff that's going to be serving you. So thank you. Have a wonderful week, and remember, show pride in all you do.
Thank you, Mrs. Garcia.
Remember that we have 2 days off, one on Monday the 13th
and one on Monday the 20th.
It's great because I could use a vacation from you.
Yeah, right. I'm amazing. Hey!
Happy Fake and Know Your Best Friend Day.
Well, that's all we have for you today. I'm Nicholas.
And I'm Tiffany. See you next time, and go Wolves!
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.